In today's class, we are focusing on how to get out of your upper trap area for upper body exercises so that you guys can feel the middle part of your back working for rows and exercises like that. Now, that's super important for those of you that feel strain in your neck, strain in your upper trap area when you're doing a plank exercise on the reformer as well. So today we'll be focusing on that upper back area, the postural muscles, getting out of those upper traps, and focusing on our core in some full body positions on the Allegro too. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to turn to the side. We're going to do this standing together. You can do it sitting, you can do it kneeling also. But we want to tense our body first. So tensing up right here. I've got my core nice and tight. I'm going to focus on my left arm, my left shoulder first. Make a fist and make a fist with your other arm. Tense up here, get nice and tall. We're going to focus purely on that left shoulder. So here we go, making this first shoulder car. I'm going to draw my arm forward. I'm going to cross my midline. I'm going to come up and above. And at this point, my palm is facing in. I'm going to rotate my palm out and then push, push, behind, behind, behind. Keep going, keep going. Don't borrow anything from your rib cage. Don't flare your body. Come back by the side. My palm is facing out. My thumb is going to be pushing behind. So I go push, I rotate, I come all the way back up, and I clear, and I come back forward and cross. So I'll show you from front view. We go forward, we come up, I go as far as I can, then I reach behind, I rotate, rotate, reach, 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 getting that internal shoulder rotation. I come right by the side of my body, palm faces out, push back, rotate from there, all the way, and I come back and I cross my midline and take that forward. One more time from the side, you guys, just 3 here. This is the left side, then we get to do the right side. We're priming our joints. We're trying to get more of this connection to the shoulder joint before we demand that to rotate for the exercises, right? We have to have something in there before we ask for it. Okay, so that's the left side. Let's do the right side. I'll turn right here. Radiate, get some tension in your body. Here we go. We're going to go up, cross midline, lift up, rotate, thumb behind, really reach, 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 reach. Come back by the side. Tense up, push back, rotate, and back. So some of you guys might say, oh, I'll just skip this part. I'll just go to the exercises. Do yourself a favor. Take literally 2 minutes to do this. This is not going to take a lot of time, but it has a huge impact on what you're going to feel with the rest of the class. So please take that advice and do this for each shoulder. It actually feels good. And last one right here. Reach, rotate, way back, 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 and push, and rotate, and forward. So some of you might have felt your rib cage or some side bending there. That's normal. Try to get that nice and stable as you practice this and as you come back to this workout. That's for your shoulder joint. Next, we're going to focus on the scapula, which is this big wing bone right here. It lives on your rib cage. It does rotate with your shoulder. It's all connected. For some of us, we're pretty stuck in there, right? We feel like this constant shoulder blade pain, all that jazz. You're familiar with it, I'm sure. So if you've got tight upper here, the upper traps area, probably going to have some tight shoulder blade area too. So how do we do the same circular motion? We start forward with that arm. Get it nice and straight. We're going to first depress, go down, retract, go back, lift up, elevate, and then push back forward. So protraction, depression, retraction, elevation. You're drawing a circle down, back, and up. So this is your shoulder blade doing it, right? Now for this one, we will have to reverse directions. We're going to pause. We're going to come up, back, down, and then forward. Up, back, down, and forward. Tense your body. One more. And forward. So not very impressive, right? Not a lot of movement, but a lot of gliding through that scapula. Other arm, here we go. Tense up. Get this nice and tight. We're going to be pushing down, back, up, and forward. So notice that shoulder blade as it draws that circle, right? It's pulling away from that rib cage. Last one. Pause. Let's go ahead and reverse it. Pushing back, down, forward. This one's harder to do this direction because we really have to work on depressing that. And back. Next up, we're going to work on T-spine rotation, and then we're going to get some of these shrugs in, which is the middle lower back, and that's a body weight exercise. Great to do on a chair also. And then it's reformer time. So come on down. We're going to start right here for the left side, hand behind our head. As we inhale, we rotate the trunk. Exhale back. Inhale 2. Exhale back. And inhale 3. Good. Let's do the other side. Hand under shoulder. Here we go. Inhale 1 and back. Inhale 2 and back. One more time. And back. Excellent. Now for the shrugs, I'm going to sit down facing away from you. Make sure your bed is secure. So in case you're using a chair, you don't have to worry about that. But I'm on my reformer. I'm going to get my hands right next to me. My bum is hovering off. My arms are nice and long. And here goes my body. So I go down, ears to shoulders, and then I push straight up. So when I go down, I feel this gliding and sliding in my middle back, and I push. Your scapulas come up by your ears, and then you press them away and down. At no point should you dip your shoulders forward. I want you to keep your shoulders away from that forward position. Keep your chest open. Really feeling that middle back. Start to light up. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Good. Now let's do the whole thing again, and we'll face the other side as well. So come back here. We're going to start this time on the right side, hand behind your head. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. Inhale, 2. Exhale, back. One more. Exhale, return. Hand on the platform, other hand right here. It's an inhale, 2, exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. And exhale. Very nice. Now we're going to use the bed again. Same position I showed you from the other view, but now I'm here facing you guys. So you can get your feet right under your knees, hands by your side. I'm going to get nice and long in my elbows and my arms. Chest is open. Don't drop forward. Here we go. It's down and push. So what's pushing the body weight up is actually the middle and lower trap fibers. So not your upper traps. 3, 4. By doing this before the rest of our workout, we're going to feel those correct muscles easier because we have more connection to them versus not really knowing where they are on our back. So this feels like pressure around the bra line. So I like to tell clients, we got 3 more, I believe, makes 10. Maybe a few more extra. We got 1 more. Good, excellent job. Okay, so we'll be changing our spring tension next and adding the long box on your reformer. Now that we've established the scapular mobility, the shoulder mobility, and the middle spine, let's address the upper back area using the long box on the Allegro 2. I have 1 blue spring. I'm going to go ahead and take a seat right here. Now you can go ahead and increase the spring if it's too light for you, but 1 blue is plenty for me for these exercises. What I want to do first is grab my straps down here. I'm going to hold on to my small loops within. From that position, I'm going to turn my palms to face forward. Now what that does, it opens up through my shoulder. It keeps me from coming forward right here and dumping into my upper traps. So I'm thinking first of squeezing my bum, getting nice and tall, reaching down for the floor. The first exercise is you're going to basically push back just like a chest expansion, hold it, and then come out to the side with your arms and then come back and forward. So it's like you're drawing a circle or letter D on the ground. And you're thinking of remaining nice and tall. And you're feeling the upper back muscles really kick in when you push back right here, then out to the side and forward. Out to the side and forward. So really establishing that open shoulder position is very helpful. And the reach down to the floor is also helpful to get out of the upper traps and into the middle back. Keep breathing. And then we're just going to pause right here and take a moment, roll your shoulders, keep everything the same, nice and tall, right on your sit bones. Pull your stomach in, get a little bit more length in that body, and then reversing the circle. So I start right here, I come out to the side, I push back, and I squeeze, and I come forward. So the same letter D, but just opposite directions, still thinking of the length in the arms, the length in the body as you make your circle. And you're feeling the mid-upper back. Definitely feeling those muscles working. A little bit of that rotation within the shoulder as well. Couple more right here. Finishes out our 10. Palms face forward. Nice proud body. Thinking of that long spine. All right, let's pause from where you are right here. Next up, we're going to grab exactly above our knot area. So I'm just shortening my grip, my palms face in, and I'm doing a neutral row, which means my palms are facing inward. I'm just going to glide my elbows right by my spine. Here I go as I pull my body through my arms, squeezing that mid back and keeping my shoulders away from my ears. So I know a lot of you have this tendency to come up like this. I want you to keep that down and away, lengthen back forward, and just repeat. Squeeze and lengthen. Feeling that mid back. Really start to get this squeeze behind, noticing that your wrists are straight as you perform the exercise. Keep going as you pull forward. Think about lengthening that spine, squeezing the middle back. And a few more right here. Really great exercise to pair with that shoulder and scapular mobility. Excellent job. Next exercise, leave the blue spring on and just lower your foot bar. The next one I want to show you, it's not using the straps, it's just using your arms, your face down on the long box, your hands are on the white panels, and you're basically going to just push your hands together, create some tension, and then pull and shrug your shoulders down as you come forward into a little swan. So first things first, climb on top. You've got that single blue. You can get your chest and bra line off the end of the box. I've got my hips pushing down, squeezing my bum. My arms are reaching long. Now from this position, I want to go even a little bit longer. Push my palms into one another, thumbs on top. Here we go. As I pull my shoulders down my back, I feel my middle back and my lats right about here. Slowly coming back to my stopper. So it's not a huge movement, but what you're trying to do is set your shoulder and your scapula. We're going to pull those hands together, feel the tension, pull them down, lift it up, hold what you have, and slowly come back. Now, for those of you that say, hey, that range of motion's too short, maybe you're grabbing too low. So think of reaching long, then pulling those shoulders down and back with you, and slowly coming back. And repeat. Notice I'm lifting slightly in my chest. It's not a big swan. It's just a little lift, feeling the upper back muscles right here. And reaching the arms and pulling them together. lengthening back. Few more right here. Two more. Pushing the palms together, feeling the tension in the armpits. And your last one, this time I want you to hold the tension. We're gonna pull up together. We're gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly come back. That's a lot of work. Just that one blue spring. Excellent. Let's go ahead and turn our box sideways. So we have a short box right now. Spring-wise, I do want you to increase it to 1 red. Single red is great if that's too heavy for you. If you want more of a stability challenge, you can lighten up, but that works for me. I'm going to use my short box right here for a plank variation. I'm going to get my toes on the inside of the wood panel, and I'm going to create a nice little forearm triangle with my arms. Directly pushing through. So think about the scapular position. I'm pushing into the box, almost like a cat in my upper back. From that position, I'm going to hover my knees, take the box out, and try to maintain that scapular position. So there's no dumping in here, okay? So we want to push, stay active. Think of catching that upper back, tucking your bum, slowly bringing the butt in, hover the knees, take it out. Hold it, cat the back, come back and in. So keep it steady. This is really, really great for you to practice. Hey, can I actually use my serratus on the sides and support my shoulder girdle in this active plank? So that is one of the secrets with when you're making a plank is the shape of the spine, the shape of the pelvis, and then also getting that stability through the upper back and sides. Last 4, keep it nice and controlled. Breathing with each one. And 3. And 2. Your last one right here, we're going to hold it. You're going to push into the active plank. Squeeze your bum, tuck and hold for 5. Breathing for 4. 3, 2, and relax. Nice work. So that's a great exercise just to incorporate some of the upper body work that we just did previously into more of a stabilized exercise to get out of the neck, out of the traps, into the lats, into your core, and use the proper muscles, which is great. For the next exercise, the box is to the side. Let's go ahead. I'm going to have you on 1 red spring still. If you want to add a blue, that's up to you. For the down stretch, it depends on your strength of your shoulders. So if you want to start with the red and the blue, that's a great idea. And then you can lighten it from there. Draw the bar up. We're going to make sure the Allegro 2, we're locking our bar in place with a locking pin for safety. And then we're going to come to a modified plank position, the down stretch, which is really great to establish more of a stacking. So we've got head, shoulders, rib cage, pelvis. And you're thinking of this active tuck the whole time while you're getting that stability through your shoulders and not creeping up by your ears. So again, it's challenging that part. Let's go ahead and push our arms into the bar, drive our hips forward, tuck our pelvis. Now from there, I want to stand into my arms, feel your armpits light up, okay? From that position, it's an inhale back. Feel the plank position right here, and then pull with your arms, like I'm pulling my arms down on the bar to pull my body in. And again, inhale. And pull down on the bar, exhale. And inhale. And exhale. So if you're doing this correctly, you should feel your core working right about here when you're out away from that bar. And as you pull in, it's a lot of the upper abs sensation as you pull inward. Coming back. And in. Keep going. It's an inhale to exhale. And inhale to exhale. Now, of course, you can make this lighter, but it changes the amount of stability. So if you're practicing scapular stability, start heavier and then graduate to lighter springs as you get stronger and add more of that control in your body. Last one right here. Inhale, tuck your bum, squeeze, exhale. All right, you guys, very nice. Excellent job. Next exercise, remove the locking pin and lower your foot bar down. Now I'm changing my spring to a blue spring versus the red spring. It's up to you. Blue is lighter, less stability, red's heavier. For this exercise, we're in a 4-point position and we can already feel the bed moving a little bit underneath us. So what we want to focus on is pushing through those arms. Think of that same forward plank that we did earlier. And we're thinking of a little cat in the back. Okay, so we want to get the little bit of that flexion going on. From this position, toes can be here, they don't have to be up against the blocks. We're going to just push, elevate the knees, hold, push the bed out, hold, don't move the head, come in, and then return. Okay, so push through those arms. Think about that stability of your scapula and your shoulders. Tuck your bum, cat the back slightly, lift the knees, push the bed. Come back, lower down. Breathing in, exhale, back and in, lift, back and down, lift. Now, if you're someone who's already straining in their neck, take a breather and think of activating that press again before you lift those knees and take off. So we know we can modify the exercise by changing that spring, making it a little bit heavier, a little bit more stable, more spring to push against, but surprisingly a little bit more stable. Lift. Good, one more. And lower down. Nice work, excellent job. Thanks so much for joining me for this workout on the Allegro 2. It's all about that scapular stability, shoulder stability, the mobility we did in the very beginning of the class, and then how to actually strengthen the mid back so you can actually do your planks and your deeper core full body work with a lot more control. If you guys have questions or comments about this workout, drop it in the comment box below. And if you're someone who is actually looking for a reformer like this or anything from Balanced Body, make sure to check out the 5% discount I have from Balanced Body. It does make a big difference when you're purchasing something as expensive as this. And it's all in the description below. All right, you guys, thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.